Welcome to the ASC Colony live stream. We got to get that fixed.
Yeah, I got one on there. I'll fix it. I'll look at it. I'll look into it.
Yeah, look into it. Anyways, guys, welcome to the ASC Colony live stream. I am the main host, the big deal, Adam Jewell, and with me is my co-pilot. He's like the second in charge around here, Brendan Traxler. Brendan, how you doing?
I mean, you can run this yourself. It's fine with me. I'm doing good.
What's been new?
Fall is upon us. The weather is starting to change. It's starting to feel a little better outside.
It was actually really hot today up here. It was like 90 degrees.
And really, it's not. I don't like fall and I don't like winter. So I'm not a huge fan of it.
Is that why you moved to a place that doesn't really have one?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'd still like to be. I need to be further south still because we still do get cold, and I don't like it.
Well, see, I think where you're at is probably about almost ideal because, honestly, what's the coldest it'll get in the wintertime?
I mean, we got iced in for 3 days last year, so
yeah, that's like a freak thing.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, I mean, you're 30s, 40s.
Yeah, see, I can handle that. No snow.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's just still too cold.
Well, you better go to the Panhandle, my friend, or
South Panama,
or I don't know, maybe get yourself a little place in Boca Chica. It's probably nice and warm there all year round, and then you can watch the launches, and
And Glenn's probably not too far from there either, so.
No, I think he said something last time. I think he said he's a little bit of ways away. What'd Kim say? No. It was warm in Tennessee to do, and Brandon, fall is the best season by far. Brandon. See, I'm with you though. Like fall is just. I think it's just because South Dakota fall sucks. Because in South Dakota it's cold basically 7 months of the year. Maybe even 8. Like the fact that it's like late September and it was 90 degrees today is super surprising to me because usually by now, pretty cold or getting chilly anyways. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
There is one positive thing about the fall season.
Boots?
Candy corn.
Gross. You're disgusting. I don't even want to.
I bought a big bag today.
I'm ditching out on you if you're going to talk about candy corn. You intentionally went out and bought candy corn.
Oh yeah, a big old bag today. Oh, so good.
I didn't think my thinking has always been that candy corn just shows up in like old people's homes when they want to hand it out for trick or treating. Like I didn't think you could actually even buy it. Like I don't think I've ever actually seen it on the shelves. Like I have never known anybody in my life that intentionally goes out and buy candy corn. You are a disgusting person.
All right, there's Glenn.
That's not bad.
3 hours. No, it's not.
Yeah, see, I'm with Kim on this. That's disgusting.
Don't even get perfect comment up there. Anyway. So, anything been going on with you?
No. Boring, same old stuff, man. Been just working a lot of hours lately, so it's draining me and not leaving a lot of fun time.
Yeah.
But my bank account likes it when I get overtime, so
there is that.
Silver lining, I guess.
Yeah.
So we were going to do an episode on submarine sandwiches, what our favorite subs are.
We already talked about this a little bit.
We talked about this last night. Favorite sub shops, go.
Anyway.
You're a Jimmy John's guy, I think you established.
For
the record, we're going to talk about submersibles and like submarines, like actual things, but I was joking with Brennan last night talking about how we should just turn into a show about subs, like sub sandwiches. And then we did get into a debate about sub shops and stuff.
Like I like Subway's bread better, but I like Jimmy John's meat better, except for their buns hurt my jaws.
Here's the deal, Kim. Sorry. I already have 2 daughters, and it's already enough for me to handle, but I appreciate that. And yeah, it's going to be gone by that time anyways. We have a local shop called Dagwood's, which is the local favorite around here. It's just a local place, but best subs in town because it's like I said, local. So people put a little bit of love into the sandwiches.
Dagwood is a character in Sequest DSV and 2032.
Okay.
That's my segue into the underwater portion of the whole thing here.
You're like, how are we going to get there?
Yeah. But one update on Atlantic Sea Colony is it did, as we're looking for parts and pricing and all that kind of stuff, I did talk to a guy this weekend about getting a shipping container, talked to him about land too. He didn't have, the land thing is still working on. He didn't really have anything off the top of his head, but he's going to think about that. But he's saying he gets a shipping container for sounds like a decent price. So we're slowly getting all this stuff collected.
Getting there.
Yep. And then we can just be like, hey, here's the money. Let's get building this sucker.
Yeah. Because I think it's safe to say that we've established that getting a shipping container and buying one's not a problem at this point. It's more so where are we going to put it to start building?
Yeah,
is like the bigger.
Well, and the pricing. All the shipping containers I looked at is transporting them and all that kind of stuff. So
driving pickle juice. What does that even mean?
Drinking it. What are you drinking?
Oh, it's Mountain Dew. I just poured it into a. I can see how you'd make that jump.
It looks like pickle juice.
No, I actually don't really care for pickles at all. But we bought a bunch of mason jars to. My wife was gonna do stuff with them, and then we just ended up using them to drink out of.
So anyway, that was the update on the Atlantic Sea Colony. But no, what we're going to talk about tonight was, we talked about this in one of our old podcasts, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think it was now.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of our first podcasts. We talked about submersibles. And back then it was mostly audio and stuff along those lines. So let's rehash this. Let's talk about it again with probably new listeners and people actually watching and stuff now too. Let me show some images up there. But the main reason talking about it was transportation to underwater habitats. We talked a bunch about, on the surface and underwater and design elements and stuff along those things. But we always kind of skip over, hey, how are we going to get down there? And there's a bunch of different ways, some of the habitats out there, Poseidon and Planet Ocean underwater hotels, they're using almost like an elevator system from the surface. There's a place on top and you go down to and from there. I'm still on the thing. I don't want any surface visibility, so you don't know where the thing's at type of thing. So that leads us to either some kind of a tunnel system like a Hyperloop or some kind of tunnel going down to attach to it, or you're going to have to go down there via like a shuttle, which would be like a submersible. So I said, let's talk about submersibles.
Yeah, and one of the things we talked about last time when we did it in the podcast is that kind of like us, there's a lot of I guess independent and startups that are trying to develop different options and be able to kind of just create different personal subs and stuff like that, which is really cool because like you said, it's going to go hand in hand kind of with what we do,
Right. And not only that, but you also look further down the road, if you really want to start thinking about it, is people are going to want to have some recreational thing to do while they're underwater too. So that's where the personal subs and the mini subs and stuff all come into play. Is you want to take a little excursion around the neighborhood per se, which would be whatever. How are you going to do that? You could have some drones, underwater drones and stuff like that, and do that. But people want to get out and go for a Sunday afternoon cruise around the reef.
Around the reef.
So with that in mind, I went ahead and I pulled up some of the bigger names in the submarket for a Sunday afternoon cruise.
Sorry, I'm trying to share the video because I didn't do it before we went to live, and now I can't. Sorry.
Your phone has a volume thing on it. You can.
I know, and I was trying to get it to stop, and I couldn't do it.
So anyway, I went through and I got some of the main players that out there in the personal, the tour sub, the excavation, the exploration. And so I thought we go through some pictures of those. We'll dream a little bit. I'll throw links in there to these companies. So if you want to check out these companies, because, hey, there's some cool stuff out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know you got some stuff down here that you're going to share with us a little bit later. So I'm excited to see if you have anything new to kind of show me. Maybe stuff I haven't seen.
Yeah. We'll start with
and
Tritons.
This would be This would be a good plug also that we'll do. No, go ahead. You can go and pull it up. This is one of the many topics that we cover on our Discord. So we'll give you the link for that later too. So join us on Discord.
And we'll talk about Discord a little later. So let's get into this and we'll talk about Discord in a bit because there's some more stuff to talk about in there too. So anyway, as I was saying, this is Triton Submarines. They've got tons of different designs, but these are some of the cool ones I thought they had. They had this one here, like the blades that are kind of fold out on it. So that's kind of cool. That's they're calling this one like the Aston Martin there of underwater. So it's like really slick and speedy and nice price tag on it too. You can see the carbon fiber and everything on it. So it's sharp. And they got, my heart. That thing is gorgeous. I want that right there.
That thing looks really cool. I like the way that looks.
That is gorgeous. And I'll show you some others later on because my fascination with these tourist submarines goes back years, almost as old as the ASC colony, because I've always been dreaming about getting a tourist submarine and retrofitting it with a docking clamp on it so it could dock onto underwater habitat. What's Glenn got to say here? Pull Glenn up there. I'll get it then.
I got it. Wagon trains moved the nation westward. The fact anyone looking at the dream could get there. The more folks able to access the underwater realm will enable us to get there. Surface access will make that movement quicker, reduce the restrictions for common man to make the change. It will transition faster.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not solely opposed because I think that one nice thing about underwater habitats is you can have different avenues of getting down there depending on where it's out. It's when you start to get out too far and you start getting too far underwater, that tunnel, that elevator isn't going to make as much sense as when you're in 1 or 2 atmospheres of water. But yeah, and I have no doubt, you look at the Morocco, I think it is over in the Maldives, that you got to walk downstairs to get to that underwater room right there. So it's, similar thing like that. But then let me throw in Triton Subs link here in the chat for anybody who wants to check out Triton Subs, because they got a bunch of more subs on there and they got some cool stuff on there. And Triton Subs also used to be U.S. Submarines, who's also all owned by L. Bruce Jones, who also has Poseidon Undersea Resorts, which I'm going to message him this next week to see if we can get him back on the show, because he told me to wait till the fall to message him. So we'll see if we can't get him on here, because I'd like to talk to him about not only about his subs, but Poseidon and his other underwater ventures and stuff like that. I think it'd be a good host, a good guest to get on here. But the next one is Seamagine. Up them up here. They got a couple different little subs. Like I said, they got some more ones on there too. That one I thought was pretty cool, because you can get a bunch of different people in it. And once again, and you could probably retrofit that somehow to dock onto a underwater habitat, per se as well. I'll throw their link in the.
Now these ones are concept ones. This is an actual.
No, you can buy these.
Okay.
These are all available on the website. Yeah, there's nothing I'm showing here that's a concept. These are all available right now. Next one, well, okay, I lied. The next one is a stretch. I almost didn't put it in here, but it's the Migaloo submarine. I think that's how they pronounce it. It's like a full-blown submarine, guys.
Yeah, that looks like a military submarine. Is what that looks like.
But you can buy it. It's like a super yacht type of thing. And their older designs were a little bit more far out there. And then they came out with like this one's like the one on the website right now. I think it costs like, I don't remember how many millions of dollars to buy this sucker. It's like whatever. But I thought I'd just throw it in here for fun. As
you suppose they already have one like ready for you to buy, or like hey, I'll buy it. And then
I don't know. Yeah, I need one of these next week. But anyway, moving on. U-Boat Works. So they're another big one out there that anytime you're looking at like exploration submarines and stuff like that, they always show up on anything because they got some pretty cool. Like that was a pretty cool little submarine, and that one there as well. That one I think they said seats up to like 11 people. I don't know how because you got like 3 seats on both sides. I'm not sure, but I thought it was pretty cool. Let me throw the link for them in chat. This is pretty much me just going through pictures at this point in time and not saying much, but and then my favorite, Deep Flight. I'm a huge Graham Hawks fan and Deep Flight. Been following them since like the mid 90s, and they got this one here that called like hovers in place because of how the motors are put on the thing. This is their one they got famous for, and they got a 3-person version of it too. Initially, they designed a thing to go to the Challenger Deep and go all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. So I'll throw the link in here. What's Glenn saying about Bruce? Oh, sorry. Bruce had a 33rd anniversary this last week. Liz put up a thing for this long. The show's dedication, Cameron dedication. I think he is looking for the next adventure. And yeah, Hawks. Yeah, I would love to be able to get him on the show at some point in time too. I think that's one of those whales out there I really want to be able to talk to sometime.
That's probably not a nice thing.
Hey, Marty.
Say about him, but...
Huh?
Is that what you say about me when I'm not on the show?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, I know, Glenn. I know that Bruce on his LinkedIn this summer he posted something about H2 Home, which I don't know if you've seen that or not. We may have to do an episode on his stuff if we can get him on. But it's another underwater habitat. It's a much smaller one. And then of course of Poseidon, and somebody was asking about Poseidon in his LinkedIn comments. And he said it's still on the board, even though it hasn't been touched in, I don't know, man, like a long time, 7 or 8 years or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe we can get some answers. Hey, Marty, it's going good. How are you doing?
Marty, my man.
Marty. And then this one is bittersweet. And Glenn, anybody that knows Tom Dockerow will know this bad boy, which was the Bionic Dolphin, the Vash, but now it's been rebranded as the Sea Breacher. And there's multiple different versions of it out there. They got a new one where that dorsal fin like goes down so you can like spin it all the way around and stuff. I'd love to have one.
Now this is more like a jet ski, isn't it?
So yeah, but it can go underwater. But yeah, it's
does it stay submerged?
I mean, as long as you're powering it, it does. But yeah, it's not like permanent. It doesn't like it's positively buoyant, so it's always going to rise up to the surface. So it's always fighting that. So they got a bunch of different designs of that. I just want to throw that in there because Tom Dockerow, I've talked to him in the past, try to get him on here. He doesn't really want to do anything and stuff like that, but I did talk to him a little bit. Again, another Sequest reference. His the Bionic Dolphin was on Sequest in an episode. So throw that out there. What else we got? Well,
with as big of a fan of Sequest as you are, we need to find someone that was on that show and then see if we can get them on.
They're called dying off though. That show's getting old.
Not that old. It's like what, 90s?
Yeah. And then what we got next? We got another one of these. There's a Hyper Sub who on Facebook, anybody's been following that his work and stuff like that, which is like a speedboat, but it actually does submerge as well. As you can see there too. And man, they're doing some amazing work there. Yeah, exactly.
Do a barrel roll,
Fox. But it's it's enclosed, so you're not getting wet, unlike with the jet ski and stuff along those lines too. So there is that. And then we'll move on to the real reason. After all that legwork is showing off all of those cool submarines, so then we get on to you can buy tourist submarines. They're not cheap. I've been looking at them for a long time, but you can buy them and you can retrofit them or do whatever you want with them. And so it's like ones like this. Let's see what else I got. We got, these other ones. And that's basically it. Getting one of those, I could see either in the front or on the side or something like that, having a docking column that you can dock to your. Once again, very sci-fi, very fanciful, but it's one of the things that our contact over in Turkey that him and I have been talking a lot about is about making a universal docking collar for exactly this purpose, is for submersibles or for another habitat to be able to dock together, that you have got universal docking collars. So if there's two different companies making underwater habitats, they can still join together into a bigger, broader, habitat type of thing. So I think that universal docking collar, I've always looked at, even like I say, I've been thinking about this ever since almost Atlantic Sea Colony was started, because the original designs, I looked at the International Space Station with its docking clamps, and I had the actual submarine going into like a tunnel, and they had docking clamps that came on the sides and docked onto the sides so you could walk off on the sides. But of course, those were ginormous designs, and it was not feasible to raise that kind of money for such a fanciful idea. So it went back to the drawing board over the last couple of decades. And that's where we're at now. But all that being said, I am still, I like the aspect of the submarine as the shuttle. And I think that will happen, especially as you get out further out in the ocean and deeper in the ocean. You're going to have to use that form of a transport to get out there, because a elevator or stairs and something, it's just not going to cut it at that point in time. So get off my soapbox of submarine hype, and let you put a couple words in there, Adam.
Tuna. Doesn't matter what words I throw in here.
Oh, I mean, you use whatever words you want.
No, yeah, I just like that we've been able to see, like you've shown so many different concepts and so many different, I guess, like marine engineers that are trying different things. Question for you, and maybe this is something that we need to get someone like Tom Dockerow or Bruce Jones to answer, but it's like, how does like licensing and stuff like that work with submarines? Is it the same as boating? Like, so if you have like a boat license, or what is that called? But it was like, or you have to have special permission to have a personal sub.
Yeah, I agree, Greg. Redundant, especially when you're dealing with underwater, redundancy on everything is going to be making everybody feel more comfortable. I'm just thinking, as when we get like 100 foot underwater out there, is an elevator even going to be feasible at that point without having some kind of massive topside construction to support that long tube going up and down? That's what I'm saying. Once we get deeper than 20, 30 foot, would it even work on Aquarius is my question. Is it at 63 feet, I think Aquarius is that too deep to have a elevator anymore because of everything? As long as you got something sticking out of the water, it becomes an element for hurricanes, for people to know where you're at too. So that's my only concern with the whole thing. And it's a question, I don't know. Maybe you could reinforce it strong enough so it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little bit more stringent.
Thank you, Glenn, for answering my question, because Brendan didn't.
Is a little bit. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I think that it's similar to boats, but a little bit more, in deal. But once again, I don't know. So I mean, you don't think 60 feet is to have a elevator? And I don't know. Maybe not. 60 feet seems like an awful long way to me.
Well, I've been in a lot of.
Hello, Abby Gamer 07.
I've been in a lot of buildings where like the elevators go up past 60 feet. So I don't know why this would be a problem.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the pressure. I'm concerned about the fact that you've got a structure that's not held to anything, and that as the waves are straight from, unless you've got it some kind of, it's going to be pulling on that base, which is attached to the habitat 60 feet underneath of it. Is that swaying the water? How is that going to work? So yeah, the pressure I'm not concerned about. It's just the structural aspects of that movement on it when it's just sitting there out in the elements, and you got waves hitting it, or if a hurricane comes and hits it or whatever, what's it going to do down at the bottom where it's attached? Is that going to be too much movement on it? And I don't know. And so that's where my question comes in. That's where a marine engineer might know, but yeah. And that's why a lot of people have looked at like the oil derricks, the oil rigs, to attach a habitat next to, because it's already a pre-designed structure to build off of, and you could do whatever at that point in time. What you looking on over there, Adam?
Since we've been talking about this for a little bit, I've been actually trying to do a little bit of research on getting, if there's ways of actually getting a hold of Mr. Graham Hawks.
Yeah, I've tried in the past. His wife.
Well, you haven't had me.
Well, I've got his wife, I think it is, on my Instagram. She messaged me one time. Right, exactly. You'd almost have to have down at the bottom a very movable connector to the habitat to give with any kind of movement with that. Yeah, I'd say the pressure is I'm not concerned about, because yeah, you could do steel, you could do plastic, you could do whatever. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just concerned with the movement against the habitat is what I'm saying. Maybe. Yes, she was. Yep. And
really, I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my phone here.
Are you gonna call Sylvia Earle right now?
I'm trying to see who it was. Oh, it's Karen Hawks. Maybe it wasn't his wife.
Who's Karen Hawks then?
But that was 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I thought it was his wife. Anyway, yeah, because I was commenting on the Deep Flight Instagram, and so she shot me a message. Who's Sylvia? I mean, she's aged well. She's getting up there. It's just proof that the ocean has health benefits, and we need to be in it and spend more time in it. Ain't that right, Adam?
Yeah.
You don't even know.
I had to look up a picture of Sylvia Earle.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, all right, guys, all right. How old is she? Sylvia Earle is born in 1935. Let's see here.
I thought she was in her
86.
Yep.
84, 86, buddy. I just looked it up, Glenn. I just looked it up. I got the Wikipedia in front of me right now.
They'll insult you before the episode's over.
Yeah, I know. Glenn always turns on me eventually.
But yeah, I say, Cousteau, he lived a long life because of the ocean. He was in his 80s, I think. Sylvia, all these people living long lives. It's all attributes to good, healthy underwater breathing.
Love you, highs. We love you too, Glenn.
Yes, we do. Anyway, what?
Nothing. I'm just having a good time, dude. Is that all right? Am I allowed to have fun doing this?
You are. Anyway,
Sylvia Earle led a all-female team in Tektite 2.
Yep.
Good for you, Sylvia Earle. Wherever you are, you cougar of a woman.
Well, we're not going to get her on here now.
Oh man, maybe that's what draws her in. She'll be like, these guys are very
she hears
nice.
that. We'll tag
like,
Sylvie Earle in this.
They're like, we're looking for some cougar scuba divers.
Oh, we're having a problem with our Twitch streams for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. That's just what popped up and said.
Oh, did Abby Gamer 07 let you know something wasn't going right?
No, it's popping up on our thing here.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes, Abby Gamer 07 is my niece, by the way. So, but anyway, let's talk about Discord for a second.
Let's talk about it, man.
So we've gotten some new followers in there. One thing like I said, I've talked about the Seasteading Discord before, and I've been in there, and we were talking, and they're going to link our Discord in theirs, it looks like. So we should be getting some more people over in there. So if you're not, excuse me.
We need to do the same. We need to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a hold of them and talk with them on how, because I'm still trying to learn some of the more advanced features of Discord and linking together and all that.
So let's create a little linky here.
Oops. Little linky doodle.
And I'll drop it in here. If anybody wants to come over and join our Discord that has not done so yet, please do. We'd love to have you over there. There's not lots of conversation going on over there, but we do have some conversations going on over there.
I think we've had quite a bit, actually.
Oh, actually, we had somebody else, join since then too. So yeah, we got some more.
We
Thanks.
Well, one thing we didn't talk about, or maybe you didn't, I just didn't see it. The electric submarine that we posted on the page earlier last week. I don't know
what you're talking about.
I have the article pulled up. Unfortunately, all they have is a video, and I don't want to play a video.
An electric submarine?
Electric exploration submarine vies to be SpaceX of sea. Let's see if I can find from a company called Bedrock. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Or maybe this is. Oh, you know what? This might not actually. Okay, sorry. This is not a submarine. This is a underwater drone. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say. I said. But my whole thing is with the tourist submarines, weight is something you want. You could totally line it with batteries. Yeah. I saw that.
This is the one we were.
Yeah. You could turn a tourist submarine into an electric submarine, I would think. There's your cat.
Yeah, I saw it on my screen before I even realized she was up here by me. Oh, hey, buddy. What are you doing down here? Your favorite person is here, by the way.
Let's watch Adam mess with his cat for a while here. What in the world? Your fat dog.
This is Oliver. He's the one that you're barking all the time. All right, go upstairs. I don't know why you've decided to come down here all the time.
All right, in here right now, Glenn, we've only got 3 in here right now. If you're talking about the Discord, though, I think we're
about 10 or 11.
There's, see, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? So, yeah. We had a couple more in here earlier on the live. We were up to 6, I think, at one point in time tonight. So, yeah, we get more on the rewatches than actually during the live portion.
I think now is a good time as any for me to tell you that unless we get one of those interviews we've been talking about in the month of October, I'm taking lead on October for the live streams.
Really?
Because October is the month of Halloween and the spooky stuff, and I want to talk about ocean mysteries. I want to talk about ocean horror stories. I want to talk.
So when you want to do that, you want to do that next week. You want 2 weeks to get prepared for it.
You know what? Let me. Yeah, we're good. Cause what? It's the 5th.
Or do you want to do it? Do you want to do it closer to Halloween, like on the 19th or 26th?
I think we need to do it all through October.
Well, if you've got enough content for all that, we can.
Ghost ships. Yes, thank you, Marty, because there are a few good stories out there about those. I don't know. Should we do? Yeah, let's talk about it afterwards. But I think we could do a few episodes.
I'm good.
Because that stuff's right up my alley, and if we can get it to intertwine with what we're doing,
even if not, we can have some fun episodes every once in a while. So yeah, all right, you guys heard it first. We're gonna do some supernatural,
paranormal, mystery. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to be original with it too. Like I want to try to we can talk about the Bermuda Triangle all we want, but I want to get into the deeper stuff. Get it?
What do you mean? Because if you're following us on Facebook, all you do have to do is click on it. So I'm not sure. Or yeah, on our YouTube as well. So how many clicks do you have to take to get in here, Glenn?
How many clicks does it take
to
get to the live stream of Atlantis Sea Colony?
I'm going to jump on my Facebook roll and just see, because...
And depending on how you're going through it, might be a little bit different, whether you're on mobile or if you're on your phone, or on your phone, or like on the desktop.
Holy cow, Glenn. All right. Anybody else out there have to click 6 or 7 times to get in here?
Here's what I would recommend, Glenn, is... So, when we start, we do Tuesday at 7:30 Central Time. Just go to the YouTube page. And usually... I think it's scheduled to where you can even join it before it starts.
Or I can shoot you a private message with the link before it starts too. I mean,
here you go, buddy.
Yep. But if I'm serious, if other people are having issues and it's taking multiple steps, that definitely absolutely could be a problem. I just went to our Facebook page and it's right there, so I just had to click on it and play it. Mm-hmm. But once again, I'm the admin of the page, so it looks a little different.
Yeah, everything looks a little bit different for us.
Yeah, anybody else out there is having problems, definitely let me know, because I definitely don't want to be any hiccups or having to consume our content and see our beautiful faces every Tuesday night. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
So yeah. Next Tuesday, I will just shoot you a link, Glenn, and then you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully. Yeah, we're on YouTube. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, that's probably the best way. That's the thing. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're not, has anybody? We got one watching on YouTube right now, so somebody's on there.
Yep. Plus, we're going to try to find different. Will you be able to forward that link? Yeah. So, yeah, because on right below, when you're watching a YouTube video, right beneath it, there should be one that's something that says share.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as simple as that.
Here, actually, I'll go to YouTube right now. Let's
Uh-oh.
What, you got a problem?
Nope, we're good.
All right.
I thought I had an issue for a second, but we're good.
Got it. I think it's on scrolling on my way. All right. So.
Dag nabbit.
Oh. All right. So. All right. Let me see. Can you see the share button right there? Yeah. So I can click on share. Are you seeing all this?
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
That yellow one.
Oh, I don't know. And then you can just copy your little link right there, or share it to Facebook, Twitter, or anything else like that. Simple as that. But yeah, if anybody, go follow us. We only got 74 subscribers. We need more subscribers.
Subscribe.
Oh, let me drop the link in here too for everybody. There you go. Alrighty then. Alrighty. You got anything else, Adam?
Nope. I just kind of interested in shooting out some emails now, but I'm excited to do these live streams the next few weeks.
Good. And yeah, my goal, actually, I was thinking this last week, my goal for 2022 is that hopefully we can have a calendar of upcoming events, stuff like that, for our live streams, so people can look forward to certain things we're doing.
Mm.
And maybe every October, they just filled up with mysteries and stuff along those lines, and have themes like that. I don't know, just something popped in my head this last week. I think it would be nice if we could schedule a lot of this stuff out like that too. So yeah. All right. Well, take us through the rundown.
Let's go through the rundown. All right. Guys, you know the drill. You go down to AtlantaSeaColony.com. You're going to find so much cool stuff. We have a resource page now. We've been talking about that the past few weeks. If you're interested in some podcasts other than us and, some books, my man over here, he's got resources on that page. Also, you can find all of our social medias on there. That's your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your YouTube, whatever it is on there. TikTok. How's the TikTok going, by the way? Have you been doing anything with TikTok?
Yeah, excited. I took the video last week and made a clip from that and put it on there.
I
wanted to do a live, but I can't, so I'll have to do some other stuff on there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been hopping back in Reddit too a little bit more too, trying to get our karma up there so we can go live on them. So both places I've been trying to spend a little bit more time in those two.
Sweet. Yeah. In the future, we'll see if we can develop Reddit a little bit better, because that would be a cool place too. But we've kind of agreed that in the past, that's just another thing to try to manage. I'm more happy with the Discord right now. Speaking of Discord, you can find that link in the comments section. Also, the link is on the website, right?
Yep.
On the website, you can get to our Discord. And then some of you were like, hey, how can we help out? How can we be a part of this? There's one way, patreon.com/AtlantaSeaColony. For $1 a month or $5 a month, you can help us out. Put a little bit of money in that Atlanta Sea Colony bank account, help us get the stuff we need to get this thing built and accomplished. And the more of that capital we get, the more we can do, and the faster we get this done. Because it's going to get done, but I want to do it before Brendan dies. So he's significantly older than I am. So
whatever.
Also, speaking of that, here are our patrons: Edward Haas, Brian Acosta, S. Babe Hyde, and Matthew Cathy.
We got a new patron.
New patron. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matthew.
Also, if you want to do like a one-time donation, you can do paypal.me/AtlantaSeaColony. It's an easy, quick way of doing that. Also, next week we're gonna see. I'll just throw a question out: would anybody be interested in, like, does the Cash App Venmo thing work for people? I know that's a popular thing with people, so we kind of have one of those set up. So in a way, it's Brendan's.
I can set one up for Atlanta Sea Colony though.
Well, there we go. So let's do that. Let's do that, and we'll bring that into next week. Also, AtlanticSeaColony.com/merch. Get the cool hat, the cool shirts, the cool mugs, the cool water bottles, the cool totes, the cool mouse pads. I think there's masks if you're still wearing masks, stickers. There's a little bit of everything on that page. Different designs and all that. It's more than just this. You got some cool hammerhead designs. We got the Trident design. We have the hammerhead. What's the other animal? Thank you, octopus. Sorry. Got the octopus design. So yeah, a lot of cool things over there. Go check her out. Yeah, and when you buy stuff from the store, a little bit of that comes to us too, which is like I said, helpful. So thank you guys. Remember, join our Discord. Join us in there. I'm not going to promise anything, but so as the social media manager, when I schedule out all the posts. So a lot of times, like, I find news articles tonight to post tomorrow or the day after. But what I want to try to do is, like, if I find the articles that I find, I'm going to post them in the Discord right away, depending on which category they would fall in. So you can kind of see what we're going to post on the site as far as, like, news anyways, or if I find videos that I want to share on the social media. More than likely, you'll see them there first, just because it helps as, like, a topic of discussion for those threads. So I just need to get myself in the habit of doing that. But yeah, just because they're good conversation pieces. So anyways, guys, that's all I have. Yeah, join us next week because we're going to have some mysteries. Oh, I should have had the outro thing ready. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.